Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast.
Hello, everyone. This is Jarvis Scott with What's Happening Birmingham. Today, I'm doing something different. I want to welcome on this guy knows me real well. We used to work together, some years ago.
Quite a while.
Yes. I guess at a galaxy far, far away, like Star Wars.
Seems like a lifetime ago.
Yes. So for those who don't know, those who need to know before the end of this interview, my good friend, Gene Garza, he is the recruiting manager at Dupré Logistics. So, Gene, how you doing?
Man, fantastic.
Great. Well, I want to bring Gene on this because he has this, if you're looking for a career change, if you're a truck driver with a CDL, his company has a great opportunity, and the position is truck driver / fuel hauler. So, Gene,
Right.
kind of tell people more about the position.
Sure. So quite plainly, Dupré has been in business for nearly 50 years and started off as fuel haulers. Of course, we branched into some other stuff, but here in the Birmingham market, our entire business is fuel hauling, fuel delivery to fueling stations. It can be, oversimplified. We pick up at the refinery, deliver to the gas station. We do that across like Central and North Alabama. A couple of our routes here will touch the easternmost parts of Mississippi. But we are keeping people rolling is what we do, providing fuel to all kinds of fuel brands across the state. The tremendous shift over the last several years we've seen in transportation is the over-the-road positions are not as appealing to people as they used to be. And we provide local solutions. And typically the trade-off was that you can't make good money unless you're over the road. That's not true for fuel. We pay excellent wages. Guys here make a great living. So I'm here we have right now just one more need, but continually we're in a period of expansion. So there may be continued hiring throughout the year, and so just here to talk about that.
Okay, great. So I think before we start, you said something about, I guess, if we're not in the truck driving world, what does it mean over the road?
I'm sorry, yeah. So your traditional long haul trucker, the guys that are going coast to coast or covering, a series of states with deliveries, we are a home daily operation.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, we only hire right here in the Birmingham area for this particular terminal. They are home every day or every night and sleep in their own beds. It's not a sleeper truck. You're not spending time away from your family. So it's a local solution that pays well.
All right, so let's go into what are the I guess we can start with let's start back up. What's the salary? What's the benefits package? The salary and the benefits of people.
Sure. Benefits package, when we got full cafeteria plan, from medical from day one, it's 4 different medical plans, starting with your very first day of employment. And it can cover yourself and your whole family. Dental vision at 30. We've got company paid life, voluntary life for yourself and your family members, short-term, long-term disability, critical illness, health savings accounts, 401k with a match, all the things that you'd expect to see from a company of this size, paid vacations, paid holidays. Of course, we can dive into all of those individually. The pay in this particular case is a performance-based pay. If you're not familiar with this style, even in transportation, it is a little different. But the majority of it comes from the load pay, which is really just based on mileage. The more you drive, the more you make. Of course, fuel hauling is pretty consistent year round. It does have some, seasonal fluctuations, but not to the extremes that some other market types will see. So very consistent. The other part of the pay is some things, accessorial pays that just little items that will add on either flat dollar amounts or convert you to an hourly rate. Our hourly rate in this area is $30 an hour. So things that are more time consuming and take you away from the typical loading and delivering that we do, will pay you at that hourly rate, including breakdown and detention, which truck drivers will be familiar with. Equipment moves, shuttling trucks and trailers around, things like that, as well as some other things specific to our niche, will convert you that hourly rate. But most of your pay comes from the mileage. You get loaded. We use a 5 compartment tank for carrying different products. You head out to make all your deliveries. That's done. That's one load, and you go back, load up to do it again. The pay is based on the total mileage for that load that you uh, just delivered. So there's bands of mileage, increments of 5 miles, that determine your pay rate. What you're looking at a base level, just for showing up and doing what's expected, should be 80,000 plus annually. And then top performers in this market are well up into the 90s.
I saw that. So let's get into like what's the requirements because this is a very unique
Sure.
position.
Yeah. So our basic requirement for the company, across all positions, is at least 12 months of verifiable Class A tractor trailer experience within the last 3 years. So 1 year within the last three. Though, quite seriously, I mean, we want to see some pretty consistent exposure. I mean, if you drove a year and been off for two, it's probably not the spot for you. But 1 year tractor trailer verifiable, tank and hazmat endorsements, of course. They like to see the TWIC card, but it's not necessarily required to get started here in the Birmingham market. Um, and then, of course, stipulations on safety. We're pretty strict, as far as you can imagine with what we haul. Our demands on your driving record are high. And they do like to see a bit of consistency in work history. We are a kind of a long-term solution where a lot of people retire from, and we're looking for those people who are more career minded and not just hopping from spot to spot.
So goes back to I'm gonna ask about the hazmat. Is that something where they will have to go like how do they get that certification for that?
Sure, and a lot of truckers will be familiar with it. There is now, if you've never had it, is a federally mandated course that you have to take. You can do them online through any of their approved institutions, but then there's a test that you have to take, as well as the background check, of course, through I forget which organization does it. But once that's completed, of course, they put the hazmat endorsement on your license. I think it's good for 5 years, and you just have to do the background check to renew that.
Okay, cool. So of course CDL is explanatory. Somebody want to go, but what if somebody? I guess they probably looking at this interview and they say, something. I think I may want to try this opportunity, but where do I start if I want to get like a CDL?
There's tons of opportunities. I've never worked at a carrier that took people straight out of school. It's always just, in my experience, has been with carriers that require some experience. There's, mega carriers that everybody's heard of that have their own training programs to get you licensed. There's plenty of schools, including several of the technical colleges locally, that have CDL programs. So there's multiple ways to pursue that. Typically, when you go with a carrier, they require a period of service that, with them, that kind of pays them back for getting you licensed. But and of course, you can pay out of pocket to do a local program at some other trucking school or other technical college that provides it.
So talk to me about what's the onboarding process. I know we're gonna give a link that people if they want to apply, but how typically
Yes.
from applying to if you get hired.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So it's pretty straightforward. The first part of it starts with a conversation with me, or one of the other folks that's working with me currently to source and onboard folks. For instance, Sarah Hester has been working quite diligently over the last couple of months here on the Birmingham market. We're going to ask a bunch of questions, pre-screen you for qualifications up front, really just to not waste time, and then talk about the job, present, how we can meet your needs, and find out if it's the right place for you. And then if your application is good, reports are good, driving record's good, work history looks good, we'll send your completed application to the terminal manager. She would review it, decide who she wants to interview out of that group, set up some interviews with folks, and typically if that face-to-face goes well, she may say, hey, we've got some more interviews, or if it's good enough, say, let's just wrap this up, send you to the clinic, we'll do the road test, drug test, physical, and we'll set a date for your orientation to begin, at which point we'll start doing some of the pre-employment steps, paperwork, get your physical and all that done out of the way, and get you started.
One thing I like is interviewing. I like about this is that I think it's one of those jobs that is indispensable. I guess I would like to say is that we always need gas, and how we get the gas, somebody has to bring the gas to the gas station.
Regardless of the efforts to steer things away from fossil fuels, it's going to be a long time coming. So yes, I mean, even when things are locked down and unemployment's high, people are still driving. So I mean, there's always a demand for that. So it's not foolproof. It's not recession proof. Everything's taken a hit the last several years. The freight market's been wild, but we have remained pretty steady throughout.
Okay, well, do you have any other things you would want to add before we close out? And if they're interested, where can they go?
Sure. So one of the things that I'd like to add, I mentioned this being kind of a career type move, long-term, kind of employment. One of the things that's really huge in trucking is turnover. A lot of companies our size and bigger are typically operating at about 90% turnover or more annually. Weekly, I go over these numbers with the operations group that I support, and the Southeast region, which I'm responsible for, our turnover is about 26% right now, fiscal year to date, and pretty much the exact same on a rolling 12-month average. So that speaks to something in itself, that we're a company that retains people, that people like to stay here. So.
Well, definitely, if anybody watching, if you're looking for a definite career, game-changing move, I mean, the salary itself is attractive to me. The salary, and like you said, you'll be home, like the older people used to say, for supper time. I think that if you're watching this, please reach out to this guy. What's the website for your company?
DupreLogistics.com.
Okay, and I'm gonna have a phone number on here too. If you one of these people that want to call first.
Do you want me to give them my 205-730-6590? That's my direct line. You can call me or text me there.
Okay. Well, thank you all for watching. Good to see you, my good friend Gene.
Always, Charles. Good to see you.
20 years ago, everybody, we was just teenagers, just fresh out of high school, we want to say.
Maybe you were 20 years ago. I was not.
Yeah. So always good to see you, friend. And just like I said, if anybody is looking for a definite career change, looking for a job, I would like to say, and you agree with me, it's never a dull moment. Definitely reach out to him. Like you said, established company. I hate to say ain't. It's not going anywhere. It's been 50 years and going. So definitely reach out. Thank you all for watching. Please check out What's Happening Birmingham for more interviews. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check me out on TikTok at What's Happening Birmingham. Audio version is on Apple Podcasts. Thank you all again, and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jarvis.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website, app, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.